What's good? As you guys know, I make trading content. Back in 2025, I made a goal. I'll put it on the screen here. I made a goal for myself to make $100,000 during the year of 2025. You can see here, we are at July of 2025. I have currently only made around like $10,000 out of that $100,000 goal. I definitely think I could get it done in 6 months, $90,000 more. I really do think I can get it done. This is just gonna start the journey on YouTube. I'm gonna be posting probably weekly. So it's currently Tuesday. I did not record on Monday, which that's on me, but I will show what happened on Monday. So on Monday, I lost $357. Here's the trade I lost though. Why is it not focusing? Anyways, here was a trade I lost. It was very consolidational all during pre-market, like not pre-market, like right when market opened, it was very consolidational, and I ended up just taking a long when we were respecting bearish PD rays, and I tried longing off like the first invalidation of one of those PD rays, and I just got turned. It wasn't the best trade. I definitely shouldn't have taken it, but and I kind of noticed that a lot with my trading recently too, is like I'll like start the week off with a loss. Like for example, last week I started last week I started Monday off with pretty much a similar loss, and then Tuesday with another loss, and then I ended up making it all back. But I always I feel like for some reason on Monday it's like almost like a fear of missing out, or like a greed that since I didn't trade Saturday, Sunday, and whatever, I have to go Monday like, oh, I want to start the week off with making money and stuff like that. And I think I kind of lose sight of, I just have to really make sure my model is present and I stick to my rules, and it's okay if I don't take a trade on Monday or even Tuesday, and I wait to take a trade on Wednesday if it's going to be a high probability setup. So I think that's kind of the important thing for me in that sense. But yeah, so yesterday was a $357 loss. We've kind of just been consolidating all night. I don't know why the camera is like this. Here we go. We've kind of just been consolidating all night, and we have London high here, we have London low here, and then some Asia lows over there. And I'm kind of overall bullish because, I mean, we're just, look at this chart, we're just making bullish trend. Yeah, we kind of started doing a downtrend and we did break structure here. However, I do think we just traded down into a bullish fair value gap right here, and now we're going to start making legs higher and maybe revisit all-time highs. But my targets for today are this London high and then maybe this previous day high. I'm not sure. We'll see how we're moving. We're kind of already close to this pre-market high, and market is not even close to opening yet. We still got like 20 more minutes almost. But if you guys know what accumulation, manipulation, distribution is, it kind of starting to look like that. Like we're accumulating, consolidating all like overnight pre-market. And then right when the market opens, we're going to manipulate. Hopefully, in my opinion, I want to manipulate downwards, take out sell side liquidity, trade into some sort of high time frame gap or something like maybe this gap over here, and then distribute, taking out the buy side liquidity. So that's what I'm kind of seeing for today. I will see you guys probably after I take a trade, or if I don't take a trade, I'll let you guys know. But I currently took a loss. It's the second loss of the week. So here I wanted London low, and over on high time frame we were consolidating, and then right on the open I wanted manipulation to the downside, trading into a bullish gap on high time frame, and we got that. We liquidity swept the London lows. I wanted London highs up here taken. We end up just chopping around, end up trading in a 5-minute bearish gap up here on 5-minute, and then also on daily time frame we were rejecting off of a new week opening gap. So that was also, I think, what was holding price down. I also shouldn't have taken this trade because look how choppy price action was. And then we got this tiny little market structure shift, which I like to wait for a body close above the market structure shift. This was just a wick. So I was kind of like forcing a trade here, and I entered long here, got stopped. So this was a $422 loss. It kind of sucks because it was definitely an avoidable loss, but that's that. Right now, what I'm going to be going to do is I'm meeting up with some guys that are helping me with filming content and doing some of that. So we're going to film some TikToks and like some funny skit TikToks. And then later today at 4, I'm going to play pickup soccer with the high school kids. Just, you know, get some exercise. It's going to be 2 hours there. So I'll probably pick the camera up when I'm about to go play some footy. So currently at the pickup, we got the boots here.
They are kind of destroyed, I'm not gonna lie. They are absolutely wrecked, but they got character. So I'm gonna go play, get some exercise in, just take my mind off trading. You know, I don't want to have to think about it. That's the beauty of day trading. You know, I could just not have to think about it and just wait for the next day, a better opportunity. Here they are over here, all the little Jitla gangs. Yeah. What's good? We're back. It is currently 8:50 and it's Wednesday. My TikTok page has grown quite substantially. I've posted a couple of TikToks like this week and they all have been blowing up like crazy. Like they get like 30K views. So obviously that's not making me money, but I am I have a Discord that I'm like trying to get into the works, and I have like 30 people in it right now. But I'm kind of waiting till I have 1,000 followers to actually be like in it fully, because then I can post a link on TikTok and things like that. I'm just going to be grinding, man. My head's down grinding. You know, I'm not looking back. I want to make this all work out, and I enjoy posting content. So it's not obviously like a source of income or how I want it to make. I don't want to make money, or I mean, if I can make money through TikTok, sure, but I'm not like doing TikTok to like get bread from it. I'm just doing it for kind of enjoyment and to build a community around myself and trading. Here's kind of what I'm thinking for today. Let me move the camera around. So as of right now, we are inside this new week opening gap. We are very respecting it here. When we trade lower, or here, trade lower, and we're kind of trading through it here, but we are respecting it as of right now. So got to be wary of that, because, you know, new week opening gaps, things like that can be acted as magnets and support and resistance type of PD arrays. So that I have to keep that into, I have to keep that in the back of my mind. But I overall kind of think we are bullish. We are getting really nice legs up here. We did sweep out the Asia session low here during London session, which is pretty good to see. We have this fair value gap here that I think we could maybe come down into, trade off of it, and then reject it, and then maybe take out these London highs or even the Asia highs, something like that. I'm bullish. I still think like look at this. We're at all-time highs like up here. I think this is a bunch of low resistance buy side liquidity that we can come take out. We did trade down into this giant fair value gap and are rejecting off it. I think once we could just break through this new week opening gap, we're just going to completely rip through all these highs and retake all-time highs. I also think we could come down and take out this little mini sell side. This is on the 15-minute chart. I think we can come down, take out this little mini sell side right here, trade into this fair value gap, which aligns with the hourly fair value gap we have here. So that's what I'm thinking here. You can also see it on 5 minutes. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here. My targets are buy side liquidity. However, if we don't get a nice rejection out of these PD arrays and we kind of blow right through them, I will target London low and previous day lows. So that's kind of what I'm going to be targeting. It's all kind of dependent on what happens with this new week opening gap, because you could clearly see once we invalidated it here, we just completely respected it with the bodies ever since then. And we were breaking through it now, but yet again, we are starting to respect it. So that's something you have to keep in the back of your head. But I am still bullish, so we will see. Bad. I didn't take any trades. You can see here, pretty much right at the market open, we just completely ripped up, taking out all those buy side draws that I originally said. Remember how I said I wanted to see maybe a tap into this fair value gap? Well, yeah, we did not get that at all. We just completely, right out the open, just draked up, fumbled generational wealth. Then we literally swept out all-time high, liquidity sweep, and then completely reversed. So that was this is been a crazy day. It's been up and then down, which that's insane. I don't think if I stayed on the charts, I got off the charts once we took out the all-time highs, because I was like, yeah, I don't want to short on all-time highs, because, you know, we're at all-time highs, we could just go higher, and I don't want to long because, one, there's no target, two, I mean, look how much we already moved up. I don't feel comfortable longing. So that was that. But I don't really see much to go short here. There really wasn't any fair value gaps we tapped into, so I probably wouldn't have went short at all here. But my long bias, my bullish bias was correct, but just couldn't get an entry, and I stayed down $800 on the week, but it's fine. I think we can make it back on Thursday and Friday. Those are probably going to be better trading days, so hopefully we can get it there. I'm going to journal my trade, like so on my Notion. I'm gonna journal the trade, and yeah. However, if we move up right off the open, take out this buy side liquidity, I would be very weary to enter long, because I don't want to long while we're in all-time highs, because at any moment, hence what happened over here, we could just reverse, right? Because we're at all-time highs. There's no target, right? The target is all-time highs. So I don't really have a target. So if it hits all-time highs, I won't be longing. I would only be open to shorts, and I would only be open to shorts if on the 15-minute and 5-minute we get insane legs down, like displacement lower, indicating a good structure shift. It's kind of what I am seeing today. I just really hope we can get a good day of price action. Yo, what's good? It's currently Thursday, and as you may know, I kind of look like I'm ready today. That's because today I'm going to be going to the beach with my friends. One of the perks of being a day trader, you know, I could do trading from 9 to 11, 10:30, whatever, and then I can spend the rest of my day how I want, and I'm going to be going to the beach with my friends today. So, after doing some analyzation before market opens, this is the 4-hour chart. I mean, this is all-time highs. We look like we're so just bullish. You know what I mean? Like, unless we get really good displacement down, I don't really see us even moving lower, or even kind of being open to taking shorts. Crypto's up. All the markets are almost at all-time highs, or they're at all-time highs pretty much. So I just don't feel like, I just don't think shorts are just even going to be like kind of an option. On the 1-hour time frame, you can see we're kind of rejecting this order block here. We do have a fair value gap deep here where there's sell side liquidity, which I think is London low around here. And we also have like these gaps here that we're trading in. This is an inversion gap. This fair value gap got disrespected, but this is a BPR here towards the bottom, so we could reject off that. Ideally, I do want to see a move down first, taking out some measure of sell side here, either London low or this New York pre-market low, the data low over here at 8:30. Oh no, 8:30 lows over here. Never mind. Taking out this pre-market low or this London low over here, and then ideally taking out all-time highs again, and then that would probably be my take profit, or I would just kind of see how far we would go into all-time highs.
All right, we at the beach. Probably just gonna chill here for a while. Everything business related that I have to do today, I pretty much don't have to do anything else. I kind of like scheduled everything I have to do just later or to another day. But like I said, BE trade today. We just chilling at the beach. Yeah, I'm posting some short form content on the beach, which is pretty nice. And yeah.
Boys, it's Friday. Like I said yesterday, it was probably a short clip of like a Thursday, because I was at the beach all day with my friends after trading. So there really wasn't much business wise. I made some pretty good TikToks. They both got like 3K views. This week I went from getting like 400 followers to 1,000. I hit 1,000 followers today, bro, which is insane to me. I've been kind of like blowing up. I'm just gonna, it's more fuel for me to just lock in. That's like the biggest thing for me. It's just more fuel to lock in, just keep on grinding. But it's 9:15, got on the charts 15 minutes ago, did some analysis. I'll show you my bias. So today was honestly kind of hard to get a bias because, I don't know, it just looked weird. So as you know, this is 4-hour chart. We have this new week opening gap that we've been trading in. We traded through it, and now we're going to use it as resistance. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to be, first time, going to be bearish for the longest time. I've been bullish for like the last few weeks. Now I'm going to flip to a bearish bias for today. We've just been trading down on hourly and just respecting bullish or bearish confluences. We have this big fair value gap we made here. We did sweep out a little bit of sell side here, but there's more down here, and then this new created sell side. But I do think we could trade up, maybe sweep this high here, trade in this fair value gap. Still, where you respect this fair value gap, respect this fair value gap. The only thing I'm a little weary of is we have London highs up here. So if we are bullish, these are definitely a high draw. We also might just trade up and take them at the open and then reverse down. But nonetheless, I'm still looking for some sort of buy side to be taken, some sort of bearish PD ray to be traded into before looking for some sort of short position. But again, if we do take the sell side out early, right off the open, yeah, maybe I'll look for a long, or might just look for a continuation model down to like lower lows, maybe down here or something like that. But that's my bias on the day. Yeah, so I just finished trading, took no trades today. Today was like one of those days where it's like I knew where the market was going, I just could not get an entry, and I followed my model, and there's nothing wrong with that. So here's what I saw today. So obviously, like I said, going into the day, I was short and I wanted some sort of buy side taken before moving lower. And right off the open, we got that. We took out this buy side right here, and then we started getting legs down. You can see on 1 minute right here. And I was originally targeting down here. So we got this giant like fair value gap right here and this inversion up here. And I was going to enter when we traded back up into it because we swept that buy side. We made a break of structure lower. We have a bunch of sell side in play right here. And I wanted to trade up when we get into it. However, like I always been saying, when it takes forever to retrace into that fair value gap, I always like to wait for a rejection out of it. And we traded up into it and we got no rejection. We just completely blew right through it, not getting any rejection. So I'm like, all right, my bias is switched. We traded right through the new week opening gap, and now we're going to reject off of it like we did so here. So I was like, I'm going to look for some longs to London high because London high was still intact. And we invalidated a 5-minute bearish gap, 15-minute fair value gap got invalidated too. So I'm like, bet we're going to the London high. And we had this big BPR here, didn't retrace enough into it. I was going to enter off that, didn't enter off that. Then we came up, traded up. We did trade down into this fair value gap, but here we took out one of like the 5 o'clock highs, one of the London highs. So I was still just weird to enter because like, yeah, it's not like the London high, but it's one of the London highs. And I was just too scared to enter off this fair value gap because we could have easily just reversed and ended up trading into this fair value gap down here. So I just waited and we ended up just ripping straight to the London high that I had marked out, and that was it for the day. Kind of sucks. I'm down 800 this week. It's full transparency though, you know. I feel like it's a good thing that I'm down 800 on this week because I very well could have taken a loss today, right? If I didn't wait, I could have lost it right here and been down like 1,300. So I'm definitely glad I preserved my capital, and one win takes out all of those losses. One win. So if I win one trade next week, it'll take out all those losses from last week, and I'll make money back. So yeah, I had a losing week this week, which isn't normal for me, but you know, one win takes it all back. I'm not really upset. I'm still up on my fundeds. I'm close to getting a payout. I'm really hoping I can get a payout next week. So the next video, I hope I can be getting a payout. So I just finished up making some short form content for my TikTok channel. I also posted the trade recap on the YouTube, unlisted. It's going to be put in this video. Obviously, that's why I make them unlisted now, because they could just watch them on this video. And now I just finished journaling my trade, taking no trades, and I ended the week off at 1,600 balance and with minus 700 on the week. It's a pretty rough week, but, you know, the biggest thing I want to say is it's all about how you manage your losses, right? That's how trading is. It's all about how you manage your risk. And as you guys probably watch my recaps and stuff, my wins are over $1,000 normally per trade. A $700 loss on a week can be made back with one trade. And the fact that I'm able to come away from this week and have no really bad emotion towards, man, I'm down $700, I lost, I really need to lock in and make some bread, like all this. The fact that I don't have those bad intrusive thoughts, and I'm thinking, I'm waiting for next week. Next week's probably going to be better price action. I'm going to get most likely get my payout next week. If not early in the week after, because another point in time, I would have blown all these accounts and I would have revenge traded all of them because I was down $700 and I didn't. I followed my model. I stayed consistent to my model and I stayed true to myself. And it's all about just managing the risk and making sure that your losses are not as big as your wins. And that's how you stay profitable. And I'm taking one trade per day. I'm very disciplined with it. Next week, we have CPI, PPI, unemployment, a bunch of news, and it's going to be a little hectic, but I probably won't be trading on CPI day. I will probably look at the charts, but I probably won't trade it just because it's a very crazy day. But I really hope I can get my bread back from last week in a good way, follow my model, not in a revenge way, just get my bread back and get my payout, hopefully, and make a very substantial step forward towards my next goal. So that's probably going to end it for this video. I don't think there's much left to do for my business. I'm not really doing anything business-wise. It's kind of just nothing. So it's probably going to end it. But pretty good episode 1.
Not the best start because I didn't take any winning trades this week, so pretty rough, but we back on Monday. Next video that will be posted will be next Sunday, so that is that. I will see you guys next Sunday. Peace. Make sure to follow TikTok.